Good evening. Yet another update. Bet you didn't think you'd see me this quickly again. What a day. Right. Obviously, you can see that the door's back on. I'll show you that in a minute. And the aero kit is off the back and the bumper. And this is the main thing is for this video is I want to show you the bumper because again, nobody documents any of these flat nose things on YouTube. So that was that's my front bumper. I restored that. Sorry, I've got a wasp. I restored that. All the inner metal work. I did that when I first took it off. So that's ready to go back on. It if you sort of remember when I was going right back on my early videos, I think I'm going to have to paint this, unfortunately, because it's got I've had to flexi fill it a bit because it did have a bang in it for some reason. But I've got the rear bumper off. Now I did say that the bolts were really crusty, and there's 4 of them here and here. Now these are the shields that sit underneath your light unit. You normally if I go around to this one, you sort of see this bit underneath your light unit, your rear light unit. So I've got them off because obviously, as you can see, they're going to need shot blasting. Now they're held together with 2 small Phillips screws through, sort of like that. I've marked these for the shot blaster, so I know that I've taken pictures. That a bit of copper wire, I know that that's the offside kit. So I'm going to have say these 2 little penny washers that sit here with 2 Phillips screws. I'm going to do them in stainless steel because obviously they've rusted through. That's that bit there is obviously that section there, and it's split here. You have your aluminium space. That's steel. That's aluminium, and luckily, I mean, that only needs a clean up. I'm not going to have that blasted. All these are your corner sections that fit inside left and right. They're quite bad. I think they might need a little bit of once they're back from the blasters, they're going to need a little bit of a cornflake weld, but best get it done now, I think. So yeah, so those are your 2 corner brackets, 2 screws, 2 penny washers. That obviously sits on there like that, and those are your aluminium corner bracket or strengthening brackets that sit on there. Now I did say that that the bolts were crusty. Yeah, they certainly were crusty. In fact, there was only 2 that I could get a socket on. The heads, the nuts are completely rounded off. So I'm going to have to get these out and put new bolts in. That's obviously aluminium, but it seems that Saab have used like steel rods, and obviously that's where you can see the corrosion. So I'll probably have that some sort of media blasted with soda or something, and then that is one hell of a hefty piece of aluminium. And you've probably never seen the inside of a flat nose bumper because I haven't, but it's so interesting to see how strong these bloody cars are. I mean, compared with like a modern car, you've just got your plastic bumper, you've got your slam panel that bolts mainly to your chassis legs, and then that's it. You have a front impact your chassis legs and your cross member take the whole impact. Whereas obviously with these, it's all done within the bumper, and then you've got the actual body of the car as like a secondary protection. So incredible. 40 years ago, how safe these cars were for, impact wise, with the like side impact bars in the door. So yeah, so I'm going to have this some sort of, that's obviously it's aluminium and it's oxidizing. So I'm going to have that. That is one hell of a heavy piece of alley, I tell you. I'm going to have that blasted, because the front was nowhere near it this bad. But inside, this is what you've got. These now. I believe in the day, if you did have an impact, these were replaceable. They're like a plastic honeycomb. So if you damage like a corner, you could buy that section to repair the actual bumper, which is it's pretty cool, really, when you think about it. It's only a pain in the neck trying to get all these back in, so those bars fit in between there, but we'll do it. So that's yeah, there you go. That's inside a 1986 flat nose bumper. These screws here, I walloped them with the impact driver, and they just came straight out. They're on some sort of internal bracket which is movable. There's a spring there as well, and I don't actually know what that's for. If you can see in there, there's some sort of spring affair. Not got that far yet. So so I just walloped all the screws with an impact driver, and they came straight out, which is really cool. I think a couple have sheared on that front bumper, but I'll drill those out and get them back in. Obviously, the plastic will clean up, because it's not actually damaged in any way. So, and then obviously you've got your reflective strip, which I'm going to look into either clean up or do something with eventually when I get there. So yeah, that's the internals of a Saab bumper. I mean, loads of blasting to be done, but I think we'll get there. I'd say that one's not too bad. That's come up quite nice. It's just I'm probably gonna have to paint that in some sort of satin black on the actual external rubber bit. So going back onto the car, I said the door. I put the door on. Now it is. I mean, I've got no mechanism in, and I've got no glass in. It is a two-man job. Even without the glass in the mechanism, they're heavy doors. They really are, and they're awkward to put back on. Got only a tiny bit of alignment that I need to do, and I've welded part when I was doing the welding. I've come through here, but you'll not see any of that because you've got the external weather strip that runs there, and also on here you've got the outer trim. So there's just that bit of bodywork that I'll need to do, and I'm hoping. But that's why I protected everything from the shot blaster. The actual door, you can see, if you can see there's the line of the aero kit that comes there. Somebody in the past has refastened this aero kit. So what I'm going to do is I've cleaned them up on the inside, rust protected it, zinc etch primer, and obviously what I'm going to do is fill it full of epoxy primer. I'm going to put the original holes back in. They seem to have re-drilled them at some point. I don't know why. Maybe the kit came loose, but it's going back to factory, whatever it is. So yeah, round the back, I did say about this to get your kit off. Get your kit off. Yeah, hello, haha. To get the all the body panels off, they slide. you've got a bracket that's fastened with those two little rivets there. It's like a U bracket which fastens on the inside of the wheel arch, as with all the kits. There's one there because I've remade the bracket, so you can see it's held in with a stainless steel screw now. So all those little fastening brackets are the same, but the kit slides on. There you go. Sorry, so hard to do all this with one-handed. The kit slides onto the rail once it's fastened, and like I said, the bodywork is absolutely perfect. There's a little tiny bit down here which is part of where I'm coming to next in the boot here. Sorry, there. So I've got a little tiny bit on here. I'm going to cut all this out, protect the tank, take the fuel lines off. Obviously, your fill caps here and your fuel line. There's your tank. So I'm going to put some steel and like an asbestos mat, so I can work in this area. Probably cut. That is actually an over section, so that's going to be about 2mm steel, I would have thought. I'll cut as much as that as I can out, and then I've got to get inside here actually, which is a bit of a pain because the underneath is absolutely fine. It's just this little corner here, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. So I'll get that. We'll get there eventually. I'll take you around the back. So the bumper, you've got these. Christ, that's some piece of steel. I'm going to have to get these off, and again they'll go to the shop blasters, but I mean they are incredibly thick. The rear valance is absolutely fine. Same on the near side. They're going to have to come off and be blasted before they go back on, repainted. But I mean, how safe is that? That is one hell of a piece of steel, trust me. Incredible. Probably directly straight onto the chassis, I would have thought. And then you've got all that impact protection that I've just shown you beforehand. It's incredible. It really is. So I'll just show you inside the door. Because obviously I've got to get the loom back in. I've got an alignment issue there, but that's nothing. The door trim's fallen off. Everything's back to normal. I might tidy this up actually. It's seam sealer. I might do something with that. Obviously the door card covers everything. I've done inside the door jamb, lithium grease on the bolts, cleaned up all the inside. Again, it's all good. The probably door will actually have to come off, but I did originally when I took the door off. You can see my marks. I just yellow penned it around, and also on the top hinge there's this little locator there, which I think that sets the top one almost perfect, and it is actually a screw, so I don't know if it's like a cam setting. I'm not too sure, so I haven't aligned it as yet. But yeah, we've I think the bottom one wants to come that way a little bit, because there's my yellow line. You can just about see it because I've cleared up behind here, and there was a little bit of surface rust, so I've cleared all that away. And then I think it just wants to go that way a tad, but we'll get there. We'll slowly but surely. All the shots come out the door, so still not done the sill at the bottom, but we'll get there. We will get there. And so the door's now repaired compared to what it was. It's unbelievable. Really good panels. Really good panels. I hate welding, but they were quite a straightforward panel to put on. So there you go. We'll get all this. That's sort of an insight inside what makes a Saab bumper. Amazing, absolutely. I presume like Volvo were very similar safety wise, but That is one chunky piece of alley. Billet alley, I would have thought. Bent alley, I don't know. Pressed alley, I don't know. But yeah, this that panel sound. There's no rust on it. It just wants rubbing down and putting back into black. So yeah, again, it was again update. Just sort of give you a bit of info because it's not documented. I'm learning as I go. So love you and leave you. I'm going back to, as usual, my Heineken. Take care. See you soon.